In tonight's headlines, Hong Kong's home prices fell 6.8% last year, returning to levels unseen since early 2017. Hong Kong and the mainland begin implementing a mechanism to recognize and enforce each other's judgments in civil and commercial cases. And the High Court has told China Evergrande to wind up, although the decision will have limited impact on its mainland operations.
Hopes of the property market bouncing back last year fizzled out as the sentiment remained bleak amid a supply glut and high interest rates. The official price index for private homes fell another 1.4% in December, the 8th consecutive month of decline. For the whole year, prices retreated by 6.8%. Homes are now the cheapest since 2017, when the government imposed a flat 15% stamp duty on buyers who already own one or more properties to weed out speculation. Medium-sized units between 40 and 70 square meters took the hardest hit last month, losing 1.6% of their value. Luxury homes measuring over 100 square meters edged down 0.5%, faring a lot better than smaller dwellings. With more buyers adopting a wait-and-see attitude, demand for rental homes remained strong. Rents climbed 6.6% last year to reach a 3-year high after another 0.9% increase in December. Janice Low, Cable News.
Five years after the Department of Justice and the Supreme People's Court in China agreed to recognize and enforce each other's judgments in civil and commercial cases, the arrangement came into effect today. Hailing it as a milestone, Justice Secretary Paul Lam described the many advantages of the landmark regime.
And to maintain the prosperity of Hong Kong, which are indeed fundamental purposes of the one country, two systems principle, it's necessary to construct linkages between the two systems so that the unique advantages offered by Hong Kong's common law system may be fully utilized to serve the national interests of China as a whole.
The arrangement is designed to expedite the resolution of disputes, as the same matter need not be litigated twice. Lam said foreign investors will benefit from the mechanism and be able to explore business opportunities on the mainland more freely. At the same event, Supreme People's Court Vice President Yang Wanming said he was happy to witness a new era of judicial cooperation between the two jurisdictions. Janice Yu, Cable News.
Reports of data security breaches jumped 50% last year compared to 2022, according to the Office of the Privacy Commissioner for Personal Data. About one-third, or 48, of the 157 cases involved public organizations. This included a major data leak for Cyberport Management Company last September, when the information of former staff and job applicants were stolen and published online. Later that month, the personal data of over 8,000 people were leaked in another ransomware attack against the Consumer Council. The Privacy Commissioner said she was particularly concerned by a rise in cyber attacks, which more than doubled to 64 last year.
So it is a worldwide trend which call for attention and which call for additional amount of work to be done. And that is why over the past, I would say, 2 or 3 years, one of the focus of my office is on data security and data privacy. We have been doing a lot of education and promotion activities on data security.
The privacy watchdog also noted more restaurants are allowing customers to place their order using a mobile app or QR code. But 10 restaurant chains have used data collected from customers for user tracking and direct marketing purposes.
The restaurants collected users' information, customers' information, such as cookies, their geographic data, and also their browsing history, transaction records, and also their payment records. So there is quite a lot.
Which restaurants are involved? Fast food chains Cafe de Coral, Fairwood, KFC, and McDonald's, Starbucks, as well as rice noodle shop Tam Jai, among others. Chung advised eaters to read the fine print carefully and provide as little personal information as possible when placing an order next time. Maisie Mock, Cable News.
The 18th day of Jimmy Lai's national security trial at West Kowloon Magistracy continued with the defense cross-examining a key prosecution witness. Chan Kim-hong, the former chief executive of Nix Digital, which owned Apple Daily, had spent the last week detailing Lai's involvement in the publication. The 62-year-old accomplice witness admitted today that he shared similar values with his former boss. Those included freedom of speech and the press, as well as the belief that the media must hold the government accountable. But Zhang said he did not always agree with Lai's instructions, although he would still abide by them unless they were not feasible. He insisted the tycoon was the company's ultimate decision maker, and Apple Daily reporters were told to encourage the public to participate in protests to oppose the extradition law in 2019. When asked whether it would be possible to refuse Lai's orders as a move to exercise freedom of speech, Zhang said it was unlikely. Development Chief Bernadette Lin says she is confident that the revenue from land sales will pick up once Hong Kong's economy improves. In an interview with the Hong Kong Economic Times, Lin once again denied suggestions that authorities are planning to pull the plug on a massive reclamation project off Lantau. She said works to build artificial islands near Khao Yi Chau will begin as soon as the end of next year, and the speed of the construction can be adjusted flexibly. As to why the environmental impact assessment is delayed by months, she said the survey is conducted with extra caution since the project has raised concern among green groups. The development chief is also planning to take a page from her mainland counterparts when taking forward the Northern Metropolis project. She revealed that areas like Ta Ku Ling, Lao Fao Shan, and Ping Che may be divided into small plots of land and put up for tender.
In a significant escalation of Middle East tensions, 3 U.S. soldiers were killed and at least 34 others were wounded in a drone attack on their base in northeast Jordan. The facility, known as Tower 22, sits at the strategically important location of Rukba, near Jordan's border with Syria and Iraq. It is home to about 350 American troops and provides logistical support to other U.S. bases in the region. The Islamic resistance in Iraq, a loose coalition of Iran-backed militant groups, has claimed responsibility for the attack. In a statement published on its Telegram channel, the group said it targeted 4 enemy bases in response to the American occupation of the region, as well as the massacre of Palestinians in Gaza. A video accompanying the statement showed attack drones being launched from an unknown location, although the clip's authenticity could not be verified. Jordan, which is one of Washington's most important allies in the Middle East, said the attack was launched from outside its border. Some 3,000 American troops are typically stationed in the kingdom. Islamic militia groups have initiated more than 150 attacks on U.S. bases since last October, when the conflict between Israel and Hamas broke out. Sunday's attack at Rukba was the first to result in American casualties, and it remains unclear why air defense systems failed to intercept the drone. U.S. President Joe Biden filed to respond, but stopped short of providing details.
We lost 3 brave souls in an attack on one of our bases.
Yeah.
and asking for public silence for all three of those false and we shall respond.
Raymond Yang, Cable News.
"19 months of legal proceedings have come to an end, as China Evergrande Group has been told to wind up. High Court Judge Linda Chen rejected the developer's request to adjourn the petition by another 3 months, citing the lack of any restructuring proposal. Once the poster child of China's property market boom, Evergrande is now the world's most indebted developer, owing creditors over $300 billion. The judge hoped the decision would allow liquidators to take over and hammer out a restructuring plan. Consultancy firm Alvarez and Marshall Asia has been appointed as the professional liquidator.
It is important to emphasize that the winding order has been made to the company only, to the parent company only. It does not have a direct impact on the operations of its subsidiaries, most pertinently the subsidiaries operating in the mainland. Our intention is to work with existing management to address the interests at stake and achieve a resolution that minimizes further disruption for all stakeholders.
Shares of China Evergrande and its subsidiaries plunged this morning before they were eventually suspended. China Evergrande shares dived 20.9%, while China Evergrande New Energy Vehicle Group tumbled 18.2%. Executive Director Sean Siu said the ruling was regrettable, but said he has done everything he could. Janice Low, Cable News.